Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. And today we're going to look at the 1996 film, Fargo. Okay, you know I'm going to say this fact, so I might as well just do it first to get it out of the way. This film is said to be based on a true story, which is not true. The only part of the film that is based on a true story is that a man was murdered by another person and his body was disposed of using a wood chipper. The rest of the story is entirely fictional. When William H. Macy learned that the film was not based on a true story, he was really worried that the directors would be sued. Although Frances McDormand plays the lead, she doesn't appear for 33 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes, Frances McDormand. I rewatched the film to double check, so don't get stippy with me. No scene was actually shot in Fargo. This is one of 6 films that Steve Buscemi has worked on with the Coen brothers. Also, this movie has the best description of Steve Buscemi.
Well, the little guy, he was kind of funny looking. In what way? I don't know, just funny looking.
Oh, he's a little guy, kind of funny looking.
Uh-huh. In what way?
Oh, just in a general kind of way.
Like I say, he was funny looking. More than most people, even.
Frances McDormand had a pregnancy pillow filled with birdseed to make her look pregnant. When Frances McDormand was asked how she got the part in Fargo, she said, "The fact that I'm sleeping with the director may have something to do with it." Frances McDormand won an Oscar for Best Actress in a Leading Role. The directors also won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. Renowned film critics Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert said this was the best film of 1996. While watching it, Gene Siskel leaned over to Roger Ebert and said, "This is why we love movies." The Coens described Minnesota as Siberia with family restaurants. Many of the actors had to read a book called How to Talk Minnesotan to nail the accent.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
The scene where the couple talks to Jerry is based on the director's real-life encounter with a salesman. He said, "Almost a verbatim transcript of my experience."
Cost you a heck of a lot more than $500.
You're sitting there, you're talking in circles, you're talking like we didn't go over this already.
Frances McDormand accidentally left her pregnancy suit in her trailer one night. It was so cold that night, the silicone breast froze and one of them exploded the next day on set. So, her breasts were too cold. You might say they were nippy. The film cost $7 million to make, and it grossed $60 million. Frances McDormand worked as a pregnant cop to research the role. When William H. Macy auditioned for the part, he thought there was nobody in the world that could do the role better than him. When he found out that the Coens were suggesting to go with another actor, Richard Jenkins, Macy flew to New York while they were starting production and told them that they were going to ruin the movie unless they cast him. His exact words were, "It's my role, and I'll shoot your dogs if you don't give it to me." Which sounds like grounds to have him arrested, but that does sound like the passive-aggressive thing that Jerry would say, so. Howard Presnell plays Jerry's father-in-law, Wade. This was the first film he did in 20 years. Which is weird, because he went on to be in loads of other stuff. Face Off, Saving Private Ryan, Mr. Deeds. He didn't stop working until the day he died. In every scene with Marge and Norm, they're either lying in bed or eating. Peter Stormare plays Gere. Eventually, he formed a band called Blonde from Fargo, based off his character. There's a rumor that the victim in the field is played by Prince, which is obviously not true. And finally, William H. Macy stutters so much in this film that many people assume that he was ad-libbing.
I answered the darn... I'm cooperating here. And there's no... I'd pay you back the principal.
But he wasn't. Every stutter and stumble he uttered was written in the script.
I'm not arguing here. And we're doing all we can. But see, I don't need a finder's fee. I need...
If it said 6 times, the director would go, you said 5 times, you said 6 times. That's how strict they were with the script. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching. See you again.